tools. Okay, welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode 184. This is the 184th episode of the anime, Puppets. This one adapts from pretty much the entirety of chapter 19 of the Boruto manga, and a little about almost the entirety of chapter 20. They stop at page 27, which okay, that kind of makes sense because previous for next week's episode looks like they're gonna start from that point. Okay, now the episode starts up quite interestingly with the first anime appearance of Kawanaki. Yep, we briefly see him. Not his face, mind you, just see him in the back. I know it's him because, well, we see him in the open house sequence. We cut to him very briefly. This whole little, 30-second sequence is complete anime original. And then we cut to the scientific lab, where they actually cut a little bit of the manga here. We have basically Team 7, along with Kisame and the dog. Yeah, the ninja dog, which actually the dog did not go with him in the manga. In the anime, he did, for reasons. Excuse me. Where, about to head out, Kisame basically comes out wearing his suit, which I do appreciate how the anime handles this particular moment. We see first his boots, and we see a full suit, which in manga is like, oh, here he is wearing the suit. We have a brief moment, like a very condensed moment, between Sadara and Sasumori. Mostly it's the same dialogue per se, like they mentioned that the female doctors didn't like the Boruto, and they cut out the bit about how Boruto is in the village. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they cut this out for, but they did. Yeah, they cut this out, and so basically we don't get a mention in the anime of Sasumori hinting at the fact she has feelings for Boruto. Why the heck they cut this out for? No idea. I don't like the fact they cut this out. That's actually a really good moment, and yet they cut it out for some reason. And they leave. They go to the air. They go where the airship is, and you see all those puppets. Now, this scene is mostly the same, anyways. I think the only change they made here is the fact that in the manga the hoods were clearly up. In the anime, well, also the mouths were closed in the manga. In the anime, they're clearly open. There's the keys looking inside, looking at the container. He looks at the tech of the control room, which that portion that was anime original, which that was good because the guy loves tech. The guy is a tech he's obsessed because he's a scientist. And then we have Team 7 fighting all these puppets. By the way, why is the dog there? The dog does virtually nothing. Like seriously, it contributes nothing to this episode. Like, okay, we bring in the adorable dog, and yet the dog does virtually nothing. Yep. So, they defeat the puppets thanks to the fact that, well, Kisuke has his suit used absorbing the jutsu, which this did have in the manga too. And, well, they later on destroy all the heads of puppets, with the exception of one, just so they can gather the chips so they can take it back to the village. And then, of course, we cut to seeing Konohamaru and Muto, which, by the way, Muto and Sadara, unlike in the manga, they were these two were completely different attires. Yes, because the anime basically goes with the outfit she's worn since the Sadara arc, which I like this outfit a lot better than her manga attire. Yeah, I am not really a big fan of the manga attire. The only character outfit they did change here was, of course, Sasumori. Because in the anime, it's the outfit she's wearing since her anime debut. And the manga, completely different attire. Now, here's the thing. Does the outfit change ruin any moments of this anime? No, not really. No, it doesn't. And then they find Konohamaru. They chat with him, but it basically shows off his scroll scroll USB drive. Muto is about as close to death. And then A shows up. Yeah, Ao. Yeah, he shows up, and he's sporting a Gatling gun. Yes, it's a freaking Gatling gun. Just like in the manga, he sports this damn thing. And well, he carries it like the similar way that this weapon was used in the movie Predator, just basically with the one handle and then firing it off. The thing is, it fires off explosion instead of firing off bullets, but essentially it's the same type of gun. And of course, Konohama used the Rasengan on the damn thing. Of course, he points out, oh, the fourth Hokage's jutsu. Interesting. And later on, they use the thing again to destroy the gun. And they try to attack him, but Muto comes from behind him. Muto gets stabbed by AO by his elbow laser right through the freaking gut. Of course, Boruto calls him Big Bro. He been calling him that since the prelude episode of this arc. So they decided to need to retreat. So Muto sacrificed himself using his rock style jutsu to trap him temporarily so he can get out of there. Yep. Oh yeah, by the way, Kisuke in the manga refers to Konohamaru as Master Konohamaru. In the anime, he refers to him as Lord Konohamaru. Well, in the case of Boruto, it's the same both in the movie, the TV show, and the manga. He always refers to him as Young Lord. Does not refer to him as Lord Boruto, just Young Lord. So they get away, and we do briefly see, well, Ao's hand basically briefly stick out like it's a freaking Terminator, which that moment I think was added into the actual anime itself, which I thought was a really cool thing to add at the end because, well, that's classic Terminator. And then, of course, he gets out and basically he thinks he needs to go hunting for the group, like, we shouldn't leave them alive. Also, do you keep his really good dialogue, like, I never expect to hear that name uttered from your mouth. Yep. It's great, though, that he's probably the only character this whole episode who actually keeps all of his manga dialogue. Yeah, he's the only one. They do alter some people's dialogue here and there, but he keeps all of his dialogue. So I got hands this episode. This episode's really good. The only problem I have is the Sasumari thing, where they really trimmed down. Like, in the action manga itself, her appearance was actually contains about 4 pages. In the anime, it is like less than a minute. And there's barely any talk about, like, there's mention about Boruto in the conversation, but I kind of wish it was a little bit longer. So they could discuss the hinting at the fact that Sumari has a thing for Boruto, but nope, let's just cut it for some reason. That's the only cut I did not agree with at all. The rest of the stuff they did for this episode was fine. I have no problem with it, but that cut really was completely unnecessary. Otherwise, though, great episode. Just didn't like that one cut. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. That's probably gonna be it for videos today because I don't think I'll have any more videos planned today. If there is, probably a comment corner. If I'm lucky, I might get one today. Okay, but see you next video. Bye.